You don't just have friends. You have people sitting around your fire in 2026 who are quietly feeding off your energy, your time, your secrets, and your growth. And if you click away now, you'll keep calling it loyalty while they slowly turn you into a weaker version of yourself. Stay until the end, or at least one of these 8 friends will still be in your circle by next month, smiling in your face while secretly resenting, using, or sabotaging you. Everyone warns you about fake partners. Not enough people warn you about fake friends. Partners come and go. Friends get a backstage pass. They see your plans, your insecurities, your weak moments, your wins before the world does. And in 2026, when clout, access, and information are currency, the wrong friend is more dangerous than the wrong relationship. Dark psychology isn't just about strangers. It's about the people you call bro, fam. We've known each other for years. The ones close enough to hurt you without ever raising their voice. Tonight, we're going to expose 8 types of friends quietly destroying you. And then we're going to do something more stoic than just being angry at them. We're going to talk about walking away. Without drama, without revenge, and without guilt. 1. The competitor. I'm happy for you. Come on. But not too happy. This friend claps when you win, but listen closely. The clap is slow. The compliments have a sting in the tail. You get a new job. They reply, nice, but the market's unstable anyway. You start a project. They say, everyone is doing that now. Psychology calls this covert competitiveness. They can't stand being below you, so they'll always one-up, minimize, or subtly mock your progress. You leave interactions with them feeling smaller than when you walked in. That's not friendship. That's a quiet war. 2. The emotional leech, your unofficial therapist. This friend always has a crisis. Every call is a monologue. Drama at work, drama in love, drama with family, and you're the default emergency contact. You listen because you care, but notice, when you are struggling, they vanish, redirect, or somehow make it about them. Psychology today literally lists this type as a toxic vampire. They drain you, leaving you emotionally exhausted and unsupported. Stoic rule: compassion doesn't mean allowing yourself to be used as a bottomless trash can for other people's chaos. 3. The gossip. If they talk to you about everyone, they talk about you to everyone. This one is fun at first. They always know what's happening. They always have the latest story, the hottest tea. But over time, something clicks. In 1 hour, they've trashed 5 different people. They share information that was clearly told to them in confidence. They laugh about other people's pain. The dark psychology is simple. Gossiping elevates them by lowering everyone else. It gives them power and attention. If they feel safe dragging others in front of you, it's just a matter of time before you're the main topic in a chat you're not in. 4. The fair weather friend. Only there when the sun is out. This friend is always around for parties, trips, good news, win. They'll show up for your success when it benefits them. Networking, photos, good vibes. But the moment you go through something heavy, depression, breakup, money problems, they suddenly get busy. Messages slow, plans die, excuses multiply. Most mental health guides label this as a classic fake friend sign, a fair weather friend who wants the benefits of proximity without sharing the weight of reality. Stoic rule: people who only stand next to you in the light do not deserve front row seats in your darkness. 5. The critic/controller. I'm just being honest. This one hides under the mask of brutal honesty. They mock your ideas, belittle your goals, make jokes at your expense in front of others. And when you flinch, they say, "Relax, you're too sensitive." They frame their negativity as caring. "I'm just trying to protect you. I don't want you to embarrass yourself." In reality, many of these behaviors match the signs of fake friends who make you feel bad about yourself and use concern to justify control. A true friend can disagree without humiliating you. 6. The victim. The emotional black hole. Everything happens to them. Bad boss, bad partner, bad friends. The world is always unfair, and somehow, you are always cast in the role of rescuer. At first you feel empathy. Then you realize they never take responsibility. Every conversation is a loop. Same story, same blame, zero growth. Dark psychology calls this a victim/manipulator. Guilt and pity are their tools. You feel like if you ever say no, you're a bad friend. Stoic truth. You are not obligated to drown just because someone refuses to learn how to swim. 7. The boundary invader. I know you said no, but this friend doesn't hear your limits. You say you don't drink. They pressure you to just have one. You say you're saving money. They mock you for not going out. You say you're busy. They keep calling until you pick up. They treat your time, energy, and space as if it's all community property. Peer pressure and boundary breaking are listed as clear signs of unhealthy, even toxic friendships. If someone consistently pushes you to be less of who you want to be, that's not support. That's sabotage. 8. The saboteur. Smiling in your face, cutting you behind your back. This one is the rarest and most dangerous. A mix of competitor, gossip, critic, and victim all in one. They leak your secrets, undercut you in front of people who matter. Joke about your weaknesses in front of someone you want to impress. Subtly turn others against you while acting innocent. Women's Health and other sources describe this as relational aggression, using social networks, information, and reputation to hurt you without ever openly attacking. You keep thinking, they can't mean it like that. We've known each other too long. Stoic rule. Stop explaining away patterns that would be obvious if a stranger did them. Stoic way to deal with fake friends. We could stop here and say, cut them all off. But that's not Stoicism. Stoicism doesn't react. It responds. 1. Observe, don't excuse. The first step is seeing clearly. Write their names next to each type that fits. Not to start drama, but to stop gaslighting yourself about how they act. If you always feel worse around someone, believe that. 2. Guard your mind first. You can't always control whether you see them. Work, family, old circles. You can control what you share, how much access they get, and how seriously you take their words. You don't need to fix them. You just need to protect your inner fire. 3. Set quiet boundaries. You don't owe everyone a TED Talk about why you're pulling back. Limit time. Say no more. Stop oversharing. Reply slower. Decline invitations that drain you. If they notice and ask, you can be honest or vague. Stoic wisdom says choose the path that preserves your peace with the least unnecessary conflict. 4. Replace, don't just remove. If all you do is cut people off, loneliness will pull you back to the same circles. Start building connections with people who celebrate your wins, show up in your lows, respect your no, talk to you, not about you. Quality over quantity is not a quote, it's survival. 5. Accept that some chapters close quietly. You don't need a big confrontation for every fake friend. Sometimes the Stoic move is simply less access, less availability, less emotional investment. They'll feel it. They might call you cold or different. Let them. You're not obligated to stay surrounded by people who would be happier if you never outgrew them, because at the end of the day, your circle is either a greenhouse or a graveyard. It's either growing you or it's burying you slowly with jokes, gossip, and I'm just being honest. Choose who gets to sit around your fire. Join the Stoic Cartel. Come back to the fire tomorrow. will keep turning every rejection into fuel for the kind of man you're becoming.